Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back again with another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you Balefire Hildryn. Now this Balefire Hildryn build was probably one of the biggest shocks to me when it comes to like me figuring out what a frame is actually capable of. Because this frame just may be the best SP room clear in the game. I mean, I know I've talked about Neza with Pyrotechnics, and I'll be talking about a few other really good SP room clears. I talked about Varuna recently, but this Balefire build, it's very interesting because the Hildryn build itself is very cheap. It's only 2 Forma. Also, it doesn't require Prime Sure-Footed. You don't even need to put Aviator on here if you don't want to. It's just there. You're going to be constantly re-shielding yourself with Pillage, so it doesn't really matter all that much. But pretty much what you want to go for here is you just want big range. You want decent amount. I would say just make it positive duration because you don't want Zaku's to be super short. But that's really the only reason we have it. And the strength is going to end up actually scaling our Balefire charger pretty significantly. I usually check stats on a weapon like the Balefire like this, and I'll go down here and I'll look like it has 120,000 base damage, which is extremely impressive. I'll get back into this build in a minute, but the 120,000 base damage is extremely impressive, but it comes down to if I take off a strength mod such as this, look how much base damage we lose. I mean, I don't know if I've seen a Frame's exalted weapon scale its like base stats this hard with power strength. I mean, this is extremely impressive stuff here. So I'm gonna go back in here, I'm gonna put transient back on, and so yeah, this is the build. I like to run augmented and velocity. You're gonna see a million people say, oh, I don't know how you run Hildryn without Aegis. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you don't need Aegis for this build at all. Like, at all. You do not need it. And also, I don't know if it's just me, but while you're in Aegis Storm, I have never gotten Aegis to proc while you're in Aegis Storm. Never. I've never gotten it to proc. I don't even think it can. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to go over to the Balefire build. This is the Balefire build we go for. Like I said, we have huge base damage. It has a really bad critical chance, but thank goodness for Enervate, because this is going to give us flat critical chance, and it's only going to reset after we get 6 orange crits. Since this is an AOE weapon, it'll do the funny stacking where, we'll still get extra orange crits because it's only coming out of 1 bullet. So we'll see all that. So pretty much what we just go for here is we just go for the double prime mods for max elemental damage, but we do corrosive heat. We run fulmination to increase the blast radius, which you can actually see on here, but I'll show you on the build itself. And then we have Lethal Torrent, Hornet Strike for base damage, because you need base damage since we're not running an Arcane for base damage. Target Cracker for crit damage to bolster the CC that we're going to be making here. And then we have our multi-shot here. And then I just have Lethal Momentum just for a little bit of extra projectile speed. You don't need this. I just like to use every last bit of my builds that I can. So I have this here. But the build here, this is 7 Forma. You can't see it because it's behind my credits. It's a 7 Forma build. The Balefire is really expensive to build, but this weapon is extremely powerful, and I'm going to show you guys that here. I'm just going to run into a solo SP Casta. Where is it here? Or am I on the wrong planet? It's Ceres, right? Yeah, Casta. Going to Casta here, and I'm just going to show you guys, like, I would bring this into any SP relic defense or stage defense, anything like that, where you're on like small tiles, enemies are congested and they're moving towards you. So yeah, that's just a little tip, but it's really nice to play it on defense. You don't have any energy on this frame because you use your shields as energy. So pretty much all you do is you just get into your ult, you pop Zatas, and as you use the alt fire of Balefire, because we're not using the left click, we're just using the middle mouse button, the alt fire here. This frame can do significant damage, and what I like to do is I just like to press Pillage every once in a while just to refresh my shields. And the AOE that this weapon has is incredible, the damage it has is incredible. It's like almost if you're making contact with the enemies, you're going to be killing them. So you can see at 43 seconds, by myself, that's 1 round already done. I'm only going to do 3 rounds here just to show you guys how this looks in defense, but this really is something that I would recommend to you guys who like to run defense missions, who want to do them quickly, you like getting a lot of kills, you like being the guy who nukes the room. This is the build for you. It's fun to fly around. I would definitely recommend, though, if you have Akina Prime, and if you have, or Akina, I'm sorry, you don't even need the Prime. If you just need Akina Incarnin, if you have Akina Incarnin and Amalgam Barrel, they're really useful as Amalgam Barrel will let you roll faster like this. It'll be a lot slower than you're seeing here if you don't run Amalgam Barrel, about 60% slower. And then the Akina, it's giving us pure movement speed, so it actually helps us move quicker in this form. So yeah, just keep that in mind while you're playing this frame. It's not like the most important thing, but it's good to know. So yeah, pretty much all you want to do is you just want to pillage, get your shields back, and just spam your middle mouse button. All I'm really doing right now is I'm looking at my map, I'm looking at where the enemies are, I'm aiming in their direction, and I shoot in that direction, and it has such a large radius that you don't even need to really come close to them, and you kill them. Now look, 156 seconds and I'm done. Or, I'm sorry, a minute and 56 seconds and I'm done. I mean, it's just like that. It's just that simple. I mean, a build like this, you could bring in the groups. People will gawk at the fact that a Hildryn is doing what you're doing. I mean, I know this build has been around a little bit online, but, oh, I actually got screwed over here by the Health Eximus units here. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so I just wanted to show that. So yeah, if you guys like the build, give it a try. I really enjoy it. It's really fun to use, really simple to use. And yeah, so give it a try. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment if you guys find any way to make it better. And yeah, peace.